Tecmo Bowl Throwback. This is the halfway point of the season, folks. It is week 9 out of week 18, and we got the Dallas Cowboys going against the Philadelphia Eagles. And as you can see, Cowboys are mediocre so far this season, which is a surprise because they're normally a top-tier team, but Eagles are going to be the dominant ones going into this. Shout out to all the Kick, YouTube, and Twitch viewers. I love all my subscribers and followers. Much love to y'all. Let me go ahead and plug in this thumbnail real quick for YouTube. You guys can give me a quick fast second and a minute of a second. I can look at it. Go to this. Damn, I wish I had a PC. Alright, let's go ahead and just slap this thumbnail in here. Done. And we're going to name this stream Tecmo Bowl Throwback Philadelphia Eagles vs. Dallas Cowboys. And a week 9 killer. Alright, there it is. It's done. Let's get it, y'all. Let me see, where are they? Do they have any games? They had a bye week too. That's crazy. So they really came in here 3-3. Alright. 3-3 versus 6-0. But remember, we had problems versus an 0-5 team. Cowboys will get to elect, and they elect to most likely receive. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, they're stupid. Who kicks it off to? Oh, I'm about to say, yeah. It better not be the other way around. Cowboys aren't dumb. The kick is off and the game begins. Hyde takes it out of the end zone, surprisingly. Oh, they miss him. He still didn't get the yards, though. It looked like Hyde was going in for the kill shot. Oh, I tell you one thing. You don't have to say anything about this Cowboys offense because you know it's full of mad starters. Look at that. Webster Wood and Howard, which Howard is Reggie White, they're not good. And my core isn't that good neither. All we got is Cartwright in the backfield right now. That's in excellent condition. This team needs to keep an eye on Emmitt Smith. And I think that's going to be Cartwright's job this game. Oh, Michael Irving. You're going to have to watch out for him as well. Cartwright was all over him, but I tell you what, sometimes that ain't enough. This offense can hit you in so many different ways. Oh, they put the pressure on Troy Aikman there, and it paid off. All right. Dallas, 2nd and 10. What a scary offense, huh? Incomplete pass. Michael Irving was defended very well that time. They're going to have to do it again. But I have a wild feeling they might run. Nope, this is a shotgun. They only have one shotgun, I believe. They're all over it. Not like they should be. He caught it. Emmitt Smith caught it. 2 defenders on him. I'm not surprised, folks. This is the Dallas Cowboys that win Super Bowls. Don't be mistaken by what you see these days. The blitz is on. Time to throw. Throw it. Incomplete pass. You know, one thing Philadelphia is not doing this season is intercepting the ball like they should. And that's going to always hinder your defense. They're going to take some time to look it over. Oh. Aikman running. And he's going to get 6 on the play. They're taking their time moving up this field. They're 3-3 right now. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Where do you go from here? Well, I'm sure they're going to run it. This defense is ready for it. And they are. It was actually a pass. It was a sack. Reggie White, 5-yard loss. They're going to have to punt it, which is surprising because if you had a good kicker, you can do it, and I believe they have a good kicker. Defense might get to it. No, they were very close, though. And this one's going pretty far out. They're going to probably kick a touchback here. Well, all right. That was it. The first series of the game. They elected to receive, and it did not pay out. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia offense. Good. That's what you want to see with your main quarterback, your main man. Rough it on the sideline. He has to get in. Williams, Barnett. Look at the receiving core. It looks really good out here tonight. All right. Philadelphia Eagles offense finally takes the field. At the line, Cunningham snaps the ball. First one of the day. Let's see where they go with this. Much time to throw. Find Byers, and he's on a run. He gets 8 on the play. That was a nice chip shot to Byers right there. And it looked like the offense is holding up the O-line. 2nd and 1, they're in the shotgun. They want to go out deep and far. Find Marique. Of course you're going to find him. He is leading the NFL right now in receptions, folks. Nobody get as many catches as him in a game. You know, the one comment they made is that he's the only white receiver. Cunningham at the line, going to throw. He's gone. He got Williams. Williams is running. The 10. Oh, and he's down at the 9. 46-yard gain. What a bomb out there. Philadelphia offense is dismantling Dallas right now. Cunningham at the line. Snaps. He's going to hand off to Byers. Byers gets it. No, he gets out of bounds. 1 yard away. Where do you go from here? Well, 2nd and 1. Byers went out right at the 1, amazingly. Over the line, and he gets it. Keith Byers. You hear that name a lot in this drive. He's really stepping up this game. Marsh kicks it. It's good. 7 points on the board. Philadelphia 7, Cowboys 0. Marsh puts a little more backbone into this. I don't know if he's going to run it out. Nope. Hyde will do a touchback. Dallas offense takes the field again. Defense looks really stalky to me right now. Oh, and Emmitt Smith went right up the line, and he's gone. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He fumbled it at the 9. What is this? The Philadelphia Eagles have the football now. What a fumble. He's breaking tackles. McMurray has the ball, and he goes down at the 18. That is the end of the first quarter. I can't believe it. What is my eyes seeing? My gosh. Emmitt Smith really, really ruined it for him there. I thought he was going to go all the way. But in fashion of Philadelphia Eagles, the offense takes the field. Looking. He finds Marique. He gets him. 9-yard gain. They can't stop that guy. What is up with Marique, folks? He doesn't even have the best hands. Ruffin. That is amazing. Marique does not have the best hands on the team, but I can't tell by how many receptions he get. Again, they're in the shotgun. Defense don't know what's coming, but Marique do. He gets it again. First down, midfield, 11-yard gain. And you can see they're going to make some changes here, which is a little bit different to see. Four minutes left in the second quarter. 7-0 Eagles. And it looks like Cunningham's on a run. And he's going to get down. But he gets 4 on the play. Like they're just letting that time run. I don't think they really want to take chances against this team. They might not be on their high horse, but I do believe Philly know what they can do. And by the way, we are in Dallas. Brown gets it. And they just put him in. First down. I think they was giving Marique a break. It's about time. The guy has too many receptions, huh? That's such a thing. Cunningham hands it off to Byers, who fumbles it. Jeez, what is going on with these running backs out here tonight? Side has been changed. Dallas recovered the ball. Dallas has the ball. They're going to have to be a lot more careful with Emmitt Smith, and I believe they know that now. And they go straight to the same play, and they're running down their throats. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Dallas Cowboys. Is that play ATM or what? The second time you run it, he doesn't get touched. It's still practically a touchdown like it would have been the first time. What's going on here? A defense almost gets to him. That's good. 7-7. You do not count out the Dallas Cowboys, folks. 2:18 left in the second quarter. That's more than enough time for Philly to get it together and score. Get a 13-yard return. They don't think they have much of a problem moving the ball as opposed to, I guess, holding on the ball at this point. Both defenses are out to strip balls. They're going to Ruffin, surprisingly. And Ruffin will just get one on the play. They're going to call it a 2-minute warning there. Duh. Cunningham's in the shotgun. He snaps it on one, and his receivers are gone. Oh, it was blocked. And I know they were looking at that. He has to look at trajectory on who's in front of these passes. And that's what he didn't look at. Cunningham finds Williams, comes back for it, and runs out of bounds. Smart move. They got 1:17 on the clock. You got to make the best of it. And they're pretty much looking at Briars right now. Who has the better ball control? And it seems like Briars do, but not next to Ruffin. They're going to make a simple switch. Briars plays as Ruffins. Ruffins as Briars. One went from halfback to fullback. Ruffin changes his mind, and he gets 3 on the play. Clearly not enough. They're going to have to call a timeout there. 2nd and 6. Well, they're pretty much in field goal range, but you want to secure it if you don't get the touchdown. It's a blitz. Defense all over him. Almost had him there. Looked like Cunningham is quick to release that ball. He's not going to take a sack at this point in time. His feet is too fast for that. 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun. He hits Brown and goes out of bounds. Gets a first down, 13-yard gain. Well, what do you do at this point? Do you score or do you kick your field goal? You know what they want to do. He snaps on one. And it's the Williams. Touchdown! I can't believe it. Nice shot. Williams, high five with Randall Cunningham. Quite an amazing throw. Marsh puts this straight through the uprights. It's good. We got a proper game here, folks. 14-7, 21 seconds left in the second quarter. And I'll tell you what, Eagles are putting in the work. Most definitely. Hyde actually is going to take it out of the end zone, surprisingly. And he's going to get down with only 18 yards. Well, 10 seconds left. I'm sure they know they're going to throw. But honestly, why would you? When you got that run play that just go right through the middle. And they sack him in the backfield. They get down Aikman, Hendricks. Well, all right, folks, that's the end of the second quarter. We're going to start the third with Philly getting the ball. Let's take a look at these stats. Briars, 2 receptions, 8 yards. Smith, 1, 65 yards. You can see Cunningham's throwing on a good show out here tonight. 81% completed, 167 yards on the air. We got a hell of a game, folks. But it's more interesting to see what happens with Emmitt Smith. That defense really has to crack down on him if they want to hold this game together. All right. Ball's out deep to Thomas, and he's not going to touch back. He's going to run it, surprisingly. And he didn't get enough. He only got 13 on the play. Cunningham looks at a zone D. Goes to Brown. Takes the first down, takes the hit right up the middle, 11-yard gain on the play. like they're just making some slight changes for the most part. But I tell you what, that was an amazing quarter, that second quarter there. Cunningham hands off the Ruffin, who goes right up the middle, and he gets 5 on the play. Well, it's good to see him switching it up every now and then, because they were kind of known to being one-dimensional, and you don't want to be one-dimensional in this league. 2nd and 4. And they're going to hand off to Briers, who's going to make that run for the first down. And then some. He's breaking tackles. Briers, first down. He's going to get 15 on the play. Now that's how you do it, folks. Briers clearly sets the example. Cunningham at the line. Snaps the throw. Ruffin gets it. He has to jump for it. Runs to the middle. Gets the first down. And they're going to let that time roll. That's the best thing to do at this point. Let that time roll out. Enjoy yourself. Because this offense seems to be moving up the field on this defense. They kind of get what they want here and there. Cunningham forced to run it. He's going to get down. He gets back to the line. Looks like he gets about a yard on the play. Snaps to Ruffin. Gets tied up at the line. He turns around and loses 2 on the play. All right. The offense is the offense. 3rd and 11. Cunningham gets sacked in the backfield. 11-yard loss. Cromlin all over them. 4th and 21. They're going to have to punt at this point. Surprisingly. They were really moving up the field. They really were. And the kick is up by Gibbs. It looks pretty good. Is it going to get in? Nope. It's going to be out of the end zone. That's a touchback. And the Cowboys will start this game off at the 20. The 3rd quarter. With 1:01 left. And he's running for it. Hyde gets pulled down by Cartwright deep out in the backfield. 28-yard gain. That was a nice throw by Troy Aikman. I think they're getting a look at the defense here on who's what. Yep. Look like Cartwright's the only guy on this team, on this defense. Was really putting in the effort through the week to keep his body in good condition. Oh. First down. And this offense has no problem moving up the field either. They're going to try to do a quick play call here. 3 seconds left in the 3rd. Cowboys 7, Philly 14. And complete pass. Irvin almost had it too. These DBs have to stay on that guy. Unfortunately, it's not like basketball. You're not out there double teaming somebody like that, a receiver. 2nd and 10. Cowboys are pretty much in field goal range. They get this first down, they'll definitely be. They're going to Howard, their fullback. He gets 6 on a play. 3rd and 3. I'd say they're in about field goal range. I think they'll take that risk if they have to. 3rd and 3. And they're going deep to Irving. Who gets it? Touchdown. You leave Michael Irving open, you got to expect what's going to happen. 13-14. Troy Aikman excited. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Kicks up. And it's good. Tie game, 14-14, and we're getting ready to enter the 4th quarter, folks. It's just gotten real. Well, we are in the 4th quarter, I'm sorry. 4:15 left. Here we go. Philly gets a 12-yard return there. You know, these guys have been known to make turnovers late in the game. They may be undefeated, but it didn't come without some stress. All right. Eagles take the field. Cunningham back to pass in the shotgun. He's looking. He finds Briars open. Briars is on a run. And he's going to get a first down. Nice yards. 25 on the play. This is where they have to look tough. Cunningham at the line. The defense is busting through. He throws it in a hurry. Incomplete pass. Oh, you see, as soon as he got out of that hustle, he got mauled. He had to throw it. All right, 2nd and 10. Cunningham in the shotgun. They're actually keeping guys on Marique now. Briars goes out of bounds. Gets the first down. 19 yards on the play. Nice move there by Briars. I think the coach is, he's giving them a receiver in the flats. But the D is all over that. He goes to Briars again, who gets it, and he's making yards. Briar goes out of bounds. First down. What a play. 13. You don't normally throw over that shoulder, but he did, and he made it work. Cunningham back to pass again in the shotgun, but it's a blitz now. Gone to Ruffin. Gets it. And he gets one on the play to avoid that fatal sack that was inevitable to come. Cunningham hands it off to Ruffin, who gets tied up. 3rd and 7. Where do you go from here? Well, I'm sure they're going to pick a play where they're going to have some options. And that's what it looks like right now. 3rd and 7. Cunningham's running. Touchdown. Oh, he breaks tackles. I couldn't even say anything. I'm just sitting there looking at it and marvel. My God. What a quarterback. He really broke that tackle and made a run for it. Now that's a live marker check right there, folks. Where does that start? Oh, it don't start. All right. And Marsh is going to kick it. I'm sure he wants him to get out that end zone. And he might. He will. Hyde getting out the end zone. Let's see if he gets 20. Chase down. Nope, he gets 16. All right, 1:26 left on the clock. What do you do from here? Well, I'll tell you what. You watch the play where he's running up the middle and you keep all your eyes on Michael Irving. That's what you do at this point. And they're going straight to their fullback, Howard. He fumbles it, but it goes out of bounds. They better get it together. Cowboys need to produce 7 points in order to stay alive here. 1:06 left in this 4th quarter. Like they're going to a shotgun. It's a blitz. They're on to him. And Emmitt Smith gets it. He gets the first down. 8 on the play. Dallas is forced to call a timeout with 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's getting real, folks. But they have to get a lot of yards. And the blitz is coming. They're bringing the blitz in on Aikman. They get him down. Reggie White. They're forced to call another timeout. 2nd and 14. Where do you go from here? Well, it's definitely not the shotgun we can see. They're still not using Emmitt Smith the way they should. 12-yard gain, but it's still not enough. 3rd and 1. They're going to call their last timeout. I don't know what they're going to do here. You got to go deep. And they're going with their fullback to run the timeout. That's just horrible play calling right there. 4 yards on the play, but it doesn't matter. That's not enough. Dallas Cowboys lose to the Philadelphia Eagles 14-21. Amazing game, folks. 249 yards in the air by Randall Cunningham. What an amazing game for him. Briars, 3 runs, 23 yards. Emmitt Smith still had that one for 65. They refused to run with him in the second half, and that was ultimately their demise. Well, folks, I want to thank you guys for joining me in another round of Tecmo Bowl Throwback. But let's go ahead and take a look at next week who we're going against. The Phoenix Cardinals. And if I know one thing about the Phoenix Cardinals, They don't have the best record. Let's take a look and see. Huh. Bottom of the barrel in my division. 2-5. But that does not matter, folks. I told you, it's about the week in this game. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining me in another round of Tecmo Bowl Throwback. Shout out to all my Kick, YouTube, and Twitch viewers. Much love. Until next time.